Welcome back to the Shop Mini RC, everybody. I'm Ken, and today we're looking at something real quick because the nature of it, we can only show so much and only dive so deep, but we got a new GLOBACT toolkit. So we did a little review on their 1/28 scale, 1/18 scale trailer, and the quality of that thing was just absolutely amazing. I got a video of it right over here, but the machining and the aluminum stuff, just awesome. So we wanted to check out one of their toolkits. We do have plenty of other tools. We got this basic kit that came from Amazon. There's not a name in it. It's down in our description below, but it's a great kit for a starting SCX24 enthusiast. We've got our MIP tools as well. We use these for Mini Z a lot. A couple other random tools, but I wanted to try out this toolkit. Could be a very good on-the-go kit is what I was thinking, or maybe we'll use it as our main desk kit. We'll see. I like that it's got the case, and it basically can just throw it in the bag when we go mini crawling. I don't have to grab all my tools off my desk, so having another set is always helpful. And I like the way they look. They seem very quality from what I could see in the reviews and the pictures, and I wanted to get some in my hands. They do feel good. I like that they're adjustable. That's a big deal for me. So this right here, let me show you. So this right here just takes a 2mm, and you can loosen it and drop the handles down in there, or the shaft, I guess. Okay. It even has a lock right there, so if you want to make sure it's nice and locked, you can put it in and tighten it down on that little groove, and then it's guaranteed not to spin once your grub screw's tied down. But I like to run a lot of my tools fairly short, especially when I'm working on the minis, because you don't need to get in real deep places, so I run them kind of short. Just takes up a little less space. You can kind of work it a little easier. These do feel good though. They're nice aluminum. Can you hear that? The one thing I wish they had, now that I think about it, is a spinning top. Like these guys have a spinning top. It makes it kind of easier to, you can hold it and spin it in your hand like this up against something. I do like the spinning tops quite a bit. That's my other complaint with the MIPs, right? Is they don't have a spinning top, but they're quality as well. So what I like about the MIPs is they last forever. But these guys here, I've been using them for quite a while. Seems good. So we're gonna have to test these out. It's hard to do a review on tools because, well, you don't know their quality until you use them for a while. And this is a perfect example. We're using this guy, and we realized it does have a spinny top. You can't really see it. It's hard to tell on the camera, but this spins. See that? Here, actually, watch this. See, now you can see the spinniness. So, that is pretty freaking sweet. So you can hold it and spin. Very good. I do wish that it was raised just a little bit. Kind of like these guys. Just raised a little bit so that the whole cap kind of spins. That way you can hold it in your hand and spin it. I do like this. I wish I could rest my hand more on that plate, but still, that bumps it up a lot in my book. The fact that it's got the little rotating disc in the top. Very sweet. Also, we were using this guy, and it is super snug. I mean, it is tight on there. Almost, I mean, it is perfect. Actually, what's funny is it's more tight on one nut than the other, which just shows that these wheel nuts are not perfectly toleranced. But it is, on all the rest, it's like perfect. It's a little bit tighter on this one for some reason, but all the rest is perfect. So I am digging that for sure. I mean, they're stiff. They're not like bending or anything. But I do like this little set. It's a great set for somebody working on 1/18 or 1/24. It comes with, let's pull them all out and I'll show you. We have our 2mm Phillips head. We have the 1.5. We have the 1.3. And then we have what they're calling a 1.27 millimeter, which is actually the same as the 050. inch. So like this guy here, they're just barely smaller than the 1.3 millimeters. But like the SCX 24, the screws are kind of tight for this. So you can use this guy. If they start to, it just depends what screw sets you get, if it's a stock one or not. If they start to get loose, you can move from this to this. If your screw starts to get stripped out a little bit and you need to get it out, the 1.3 will sometimes help you get there. And then we got this, which is nice because a lot of the toolkits only come with one. This has got the 5 millimeter box, the 4.0, and a 5.5. So that's nice that we've got all three different box sizes for the different platforms: SCX, FCX, TRX. Now it's all covered. So basically this kit's going to cover you completely. The only thing that you don't have here is a 2 millimeter, which you might need for some motor screws, some of the bolts on the motor mounts. But overall, you've got all your Allen wrench style and all your box styles here. I like that they're fairly thin. They're not like super. So the problem is sometimes when you get really thick hexes on these box drivers, they basically won't fit between screw holes. This guy here. So it can fit right in there, no problem. Okay. Sometimes when they're too thick of the wall, you have to trim them down like this to get them thin so that you can fit them down in between the other screws that are there, or however the nut sits down in that wheel. And these ones aren't too thick. Does seem like we might have to trim it down a little bit on this guy. It's almost always on the 4.0s that are the issues, but it just depends. It depends on the wheel. It depends on the driver. But these aren't super thick. There are some I've seen that are like a real thick wall. And I guess the manufacturer thinks that's good because it's going to be more durable. But when you're doing stuff like this, it can be a pain sometimes. Anyway, worst case, you pop this guy out if that's something you're trying to do. Wait, where'd we go? Where'd my 2 millimeter go? I think we already put it back. Yeah. You pop this guy out. Take it in your drill or your Dremel. Get it nice and tight. Sandpaper. Or you can use the other side of the Dremel and go like this. Take it down just a little bit. Okay. Honestly, you'd probably be better off using your barrel sand. Go like this. Bam. And now you've got a lot more space. You just don't want it to get too thin because then it will have a durability issue. But that'll clean it up just a little bit for you. And then you can take some sandpaper and make it nice and smooth and polishy. Kind of like I did on this guy. It's nice and smooth and polishy. Anyway, guys, I'm going to link to these in the description down below. I'll also put it in pretty much all the videos moving forward. As I use them, you'll see me using them. So we'll let you know, I guess, in a couple months if we have issues. Otherwise, I'm pretty excited. I like them. I like the way they look. They're pretty lightweight, so they're going to be good for traveling for sure. Some of the problems with some of these other tool sets is they're pretty heavy, right? They get really heavy. And so when you start to get a full set, it just weighs you down, especially in a backpack. But these guys are super light, although this portion right here definitely got the weight in it. So they're a little, from a balance standpoint, they're definitely front heavy, which is another reason I think I'm going to tuck these guys back down in quite a bit. And then we just got to get a 2 millimeter that will carry along. Maybe just a regular Allen wrench. That way we have a 2 millimeter just in case we need it. Plus then we can adjust these if we need to adjust them on the fly while we're out in the field. Anyway, guys, just wanted to show that real quick. Show you this cool set. They're not too pricey. I think they're under $50, which is a good price in my opinion. Yeah, and they're on Amazon, so you can get them primed straight to you. Not a lot of waiting. Pretty slick. Another nice thing is it comes with a magnetizer and demagnetizer. So you've got your screw and doesn't stick, but as soon as you throw this through the magnetizer, whoop, bing, now you're magnetized. So that is super nice. magnetic drivers are so important to me with the especially with the little tiny screws and whatnot. It's such a big deal to be able to have them magnetized. So if it's not magnetizable, it's kind of a no-go for me for sure. And even then, that means it's not like steel, right? Like that's probably not ideal if it's not able to be magnetized. So super important. It's also nice to be able to demagnetize it if there's a reason you need to demagnetize it. I can't really think of anything major other than like some electronics. But really, they're not meant to be demagnetized once you magnetize them. You can see it still kind of sticks. It's definitely not as strong, but that's fine. We don't really care. We're always going to use it magnetized. Pretty spiffy. Appreciate the watch. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell. Do all those things you do at the end of videos you like. And get out there and get some awesome tools so that you can build something awesome, build a car, course, community. Not that you need these tools for a community, but you know what I mean, guys. And then smash them, crash them, and bash them, and don't break the expensive parts. But if you do, at least you'll have some good tools to fix it.